So over the last several years, everybody, New Jersey has seen an exodus of people actually moving out of the state.
New Jersey State Assembly Speaker wants to stop that flag. Craig Coughlin has a plan he believes will keep people in New Jersey, and he joins us now to talk all about it. So good morning, Speaker. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning, Hazel. Good morning, Dan. Thanks for having me on.
So before we get down to the basics of your plan, I mean, a lot of people just say it's the taxes. That's why people are leaving New Jersey. But do you think there are other reasons why people want out?
Well, I think the taxes are always at the top of people's list when we're talking about things in New Jersey. Property taxes are admittedly high. I mean, I think we get good quality for them, but they influence people in making their decisions. So, you know, in addition to that, you hear seniors talking about their inability to provide to pay for their prescription plans or for prescription drugs and for their doctor visits. So we're trying to take on all of those things and want New Jersey seniors to stay here. We think it's really good for the state. It's good for families. And our plan works to accomplish that.
So tell us about the basics then of your plan, because you're talking very broadly. What are the specifics that people might be interested in?
Sure. So the plan does a few things. So first and foremost, it's designed to cut property taxes for seniors in half. It's pretty straightforward. The plan is designed to be simple and straightforward. Take whatever property tax you're paying right now, cut it in half, and that's what your responsibility would be, up to a cap of $10,000. The other elements of the plan are to increase the senior gold and pad, two plans we have in the state of New Jersey, which help seniors with their prescription drugs, and a plan to reduce some of the income restrictions on people getting assistance to pay for their doctor visits through Medicare.
Well, the governor, though, he thinks that your plan's too costly. This is what his office told us. It said, in addition to creating a massive budget hole, the proposal would be very difficult, if not impossible, to administer. It would benefit millionaires who would receive 4 times the benefit of seniors on a fixed income of $50,000. What do you think of that?
Well, look, I have great regard for the governor, and we have worked closely to accomplish the challenging things before, and I suspect we're going to get that done again here. I believe it's important for seniors to stay here, all seniors to be able to stay here. You know, this is as much about family as it is about a senior benefit in many respects. Seniors often make the decision to move even though they don't want to because they can't afford to.
So I hear you mentioning, sorry to interrupt you, I hear you mentioning a lot about seniors. Are the people then leaving New Jersey, are they strictly senior citizens that you're seeing?
Well, look, we have in place plans. We had to pass the biggest property tax cut in the history of the state last year. We talked about the anchor plan, and that addresses property taxes for people who are not seniors. My plan is focused on seniors because we want them to stay. We want them to participate in the communities they help build. You know, seniors do more than just participate in family life. I mean, although they many times are the child care provider for young families, they volunteer in communities, they help build communities, they love it, they don't want to leave. So this will give them a chance to the opportunity to stay.
But Governor Murphy's administration also says that your plan disproportionately hurts renters, especially minorities, because more than 50% of Black and Hispanic seniors rent and would get no benefit.
Well, that's not true. First of all, there's an anchor program which provides a $450 benefit for renters. My plan would increase that by $50.
All right, I want to ask you then about taxes overall, right? Because I'm listening to you very carefully here. I'm a New Jersey resident, just to put that out there and be very honest.
Right.
And taxes
You're not going to be eligible, Dan, based on the way you...
Well,
I don't know how old you are, but I'm guessing you're not.
I know I'm not a senior citizen quite yet. I got a couple of years to go. But taxes seem to be the big issue here, right? So what is your plan to lower property taxes and taxes overall if that is such a big reason people are leaving?
Well, we're constantly working to try to reduce property taxes. For example, 48% of our $53 billion budget goes to reducing property taxes in one form or another, largely through assistance to school districts. We've invested heavily in school. Each year we've invested more. This year the governor proposes another $800 million to be sent to communities. So we're working to do that and support the governor's initiative there. But the plan, we're taking it one step at a time. This step is about senior citizens.
Yeah. is it realistic to think that the state could make big tax cuts and a big, to keep the people here? It just seems,
Well,
I mean,
so.
we've been talking about it for decades, and it just
It
seems
is.
like an
Yeah,
impossibility.
No, it's not an impossibility. I mean, I think, look, what it's about is priority, right? People didn't think that we were going to be able to make a full pension payment. We now pay $7 billion a year in pension payments, right? That's because we are committed to doing it. We put it in the budget, and we find a way to pay for it. Same thing with this program. My program, by the way, ramps up. So over the course of time, so that when the first year comes, which is January of 2025, money's in place to pay for that first year, and then we continue to accumulate it until the first full time we have to contribute. We estimate it to be $1.2 billion. Governor's office, candidly, is higher than that. It's fiscal year 28. So the plan has a long runway before it gets in place. Time to work out the kinks in terms of any administrative challenges, but mostly it gives people the chance to, even though, Dan, you're not a senior, but you are somebody who may have to help your grandparents or your parents so many times in New Jersey to pay their tax bills. And when you're making your decision, when you're in your 50s, maybe you're going to decide to stay in New Jersey, and we'll get all the benefits of having senior citizens who, as I said, help build those communities, who care and love and want to stay in those communities, stay by their families. We're going to help them think about staying here in New Jersey.
Don't give my parents any ideas.
I was just going to say.
Don't give my parents any, because they're going to
Dan,
phone.
did you know you're paying for your
do not
your
disturb when they call me.
I'm going to give them a call as soon as I get off the phone. I mean, off the show.
Speaker Coughlin, good to have you here. Thank you for talking
Nice
to
to
us.
have you.
Taxes are
Thanks
a huge
a lot.
priority, though. I hear from everybody every single day.
Yeah.
So we'll
Yes,
continue the
indeed,
conversation.
Indeed. Thank you. Great to be with you this morning.
All right.